Stop overthinking and start building. This AI coding stack will turn your ideas into a reality. Hey guys, I'm Matt. Over the last 6 months, I've coded 20 projects using the AI workflow I'm about to show you. I've tested what works, what slows me down, what adds unnecessary complexity. So today's video, I'll show you exactly how to go from idea to launch deployed app in just minutes. A quick overview of the tools we'll be using today. One is ChatGPT or any large language model of your choice like Claude will work. This will let us generate the documents we need for our code base and UI generators to use for full context of what we're building. We'll then use V0. This is quick UI generation for our Next.js project. Saves a lot of time if we were to do it just in Cursor and generates pretty consistent, beautiful UI each time for me. Once we have our UI mockups, we'll then transition to Cursor where we can fine tune our project, of course, build out features in the future that V0 would be restricted by. And then ultimately, once we're done, we'll use Vercel to use one-click hosting through GitHub to put our project on the internet for the public. To demonstrate, we're going to be building a simple workout tracker in Next.js. It'll be a simple CRUD app with creating workouts, saving workouts, viewing them, with a dashboard, all with a header and sidebar for a beautiful modern SaaS. Without further ado, let's hop into ChatGPT to start building our documents. All right, I'm building a workout tracker app in Next.js, and I need you to build me 3 documents: a product requirements document, a page layout document specifying how each page is built, and a database document for the commands to build our tables in Supabase. So now we're gonna give it just a high-level overview on our app. I'm not gonna make it too complex for this video, else that might get a little longer, but we should get some cool demonstrational functionality here. I want a workout app with a dashboard where users can view their workouts and view workouts from the community and maybe some other high-level stats. From this page, they should be able to click into a workout to view its details in a workout details page, and also the ability to edit the workout in that page if it's their workout. Also on the home page, there should be the ability to create a workout with a button. And we're also gonna want a header and left nav bar to follow modern SaaS conventions. Cool, so you can see this was way quicker than typing it out, and I may have not been creative if I were typing. So we'll click generate. Cool, I think this is great. It gave us a rather short PRD on our app, but for the sake of this MVP, I think that's enough. Navigation, workout editing and viewing, main dashboard, project summary. We then have the page layout documents. This will be especially helpful for V0, telling it what to build, and then our Supabase commands here. Cool, so now we can move to V0 to start generating our UI. So in V0 here, we can click here, click new projects. I'll call this workout wizard. Seems appropriate. For the description, I'm gonna grab our PRD from ChatGPT, copy that, paste it in here. And we have more context here. I'm gonna throw in the page layout documents, but I may add it again later. Just doesn't hurt to give the model as much context as possible. Click create. And before we give it the exact instructions for what to build, a huge tip I've found that really helps it generate beautiful UI is to go to Pinterest and get inspired by existing mockups for your type of app. So in Pinterest, I just searched fitness/dashboard, gave me a lot of results. Some of these are a little like too basic, like for basic business operations, but this one I found is pretty beautiful. Maybe it has some stuff we don't need, but again, if this was a more fleshed out app, we could utilize it. But I think it has good styling, unique dashboard layout. So we can go ahead, copy this, go back to V0 and paste in here, and it'll act as a great guide. So I'll go back to my trusty dusty Chrome extension and prompt it what to build. Following Next.js 15 best practices and using Next.js app router, generate me the UI for our fitness application. This will be the MVP. and we're not worrying about the database quite yet, so feel free to use hard-coded data for the workouts. Below is the full context on the app as a reminder. Awesome. Then we can go back to here, copy our PRD and our page layouts again, just so it doesn't forget anything, and click generate. So here we can see it generating the data with our hard-coded request. It's going to put all these in files we can then copy and paste into our Next.js application using the command line shortcut up here. Really makes it easier than if we had to copy and paste each file individually. Awesome, when it's done here, we can see this sick dashboard, very similar to the screenshot we requested to model it after. We have some nice diversity of elements here, some main cards here, a large upsell card here, and then, more diverse workout demonstrations down here. Let's test the on-click functionality. Okay, cool, it got to the page, but there's a width issue, but that would actually be a good concept to demo later for how Cursor can fix that. We don't want to spend too much time in here for the limited functionality, and we can test the edit feature. Okay, cool, just as we requested. Sweet. So now what I'm gonna do is head over to Cursor and set up our Next.js application. So run a standard npx create next app latest version, our workout wizard1 name, and use TypeScript, run that. And then it's going to give you all these questions. I just say yes to everything. Use ESLint, use Tailwind, use source directory, app router, don't need TurboPack, don't need an alias right now. Cool, once that's done, we can now open the project in Cursor right here. Awesome. Now we haven't actually added our code yet, but just to get the app running, we can run npm run dev. Click on the local link it gives us just to make sure everything's running. Cool, we can see the starter app working and running. Now we'll go back to V0 and get that command code I talked about earlier. Click copy, go into Cursor, open a new terminal, Control V paste, click enter. Now this will add all the files we made in V0 into our own local Next.js repo. Cool, now if I go back to our localhost and adjust the route to dashboard like V0 did it, we can see the V0 UI generated code in our localhost. So we do still have this width bug on the workout page that we saw in V0, and this is a good opportunity to demo Cursor's power of its agent mode and ability to read files automatically through your code base, make bug fixes, add new features, just be a general guide to answer your questions for what to build next. So I'm going to go to Cursor, I'm going to click Command I to open up this chat feature. I'm going to put it on agent mode. Again, I like to use the Claude 3.7 model, works best for me. I'm going to say in the workout details page and edit page, the page isn't using the full width. Please fix. For context, this is formatted properly in the dashboard page. Spelling not too important for this. And you can use @ to open up your directory to include specific files. So if I can spell, I'll type workout and select the workout ID page here to give it the context. And then again, the power of screenshots I think is super underrated in the AI coding tutorials I see online. So I'm gonna go back to my app, snap it so we can see the width error, drag that over into the chat, and say refer to screenshot for the extra width being created as a bug. Click submit and we'll let it cook. You can see agent mode is looking at the files on its own in our repo, getting context on the layout, which will format the pages and the individual pages themselves. And we can see it's now making a Tailwind edit on one of the workout pages. Then after it makes the edit, it can also fix errors that it made from its edit. So you can see here, it's fixing some of the linting errors that came up from its change. and then give us a nice explanation on what changed. Now we can go back to our app, and with the power of hot reload, boom, we have that width error fixed. Lastly, I'm going to tell you how to actually host this application to the public using the GitHub integration in Vercel. Makes it super easy to have our application live and live updates with any commits we make in the future. So we can head back to Cursor, go to the Git changes. I'm just going to call this initial commits, commit everything, looks good. Click publish. I already have my GitHub hooked up to my cursor, so I'll say push it to a new repository. Now we can head back over to Vercel. You're going to see our V0 project here, but because we made changes locally, we can click add new here, new projects, and then we can see our GitHub repository projects all here. There's a workout wizard 1 under a minute ago. Click import. Nothing to change here for now, but of course you can have your own custom domain, other settings you want to set up. Click deploy. And once that's done, we can go to our app homepage in Vercel, click the domain. Our homepage is of course on the dashboard route. So once we type that out, boom, we can see our app live to the public on production. Same exact functionality as we have it on localhost. Click into a workout, edit it. Super sick. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this was a good tutorial on how you can quickly go from idea, at least speaking out what you want to build, to incorporate the AI tools such as GPT, V0, Cursor, and Vercel to put it into a real product that you can share with your friends, families, and eventually set you up with an environment that you can then iterate on it, add new features, and build out your dream app you've always wanted to build. So I'll include all the links to the tools down below, as well as ways to connect with me on socials. Thanks for watching, and follow for more.